Hi, my name is Marco from Avio Presentation Systems. Today I'm going to take you through an overview of the Clevertouch Pro Series 3. Now the Clevertouch Pro Series 3 comes in 4 different sizes. It comes in 65, 75, 86 and 98 inch sizing. And the sizing is measured along the diagonal of the screen. It also comes with two 25 watt speakers and a 20 watt subwoofer for that clear and deep sound. It also comes with two magnetic pads and two stylus pens. And in the middle we can see there's an NFC reader integrated with the Clevertouch Pro Series 3 now. The NFC reader will allow you to sign into multiple Google accounts, and it will allow you to get an NFC card, scan your NFC card, and that way you can use the screen to share with multiple people. So for example, I'm able to sign into my Google account by tapping on that reader with my own NFC card, and my colleague is able to use her or his NFC card as well, and they're able to sign into their Google account that way too. Along the bottom right side of the screen we have a few different inputs like our touch, our USB, HDMI and Type-C input, and along the top of the screen we get this mic array that's going to give us that access to our sound input. The Clevertouch Pro Series 3 comes with a grey bezel along the top and the bottom of the screen, and it comes with a black bezel on the left and the right hand side of the screen as well. Now it comes with your usual softwares like your Cleverlive for your digital signage, your Lynx whiteboard, your Clevershare, and access to your Clevertouch MDM for your remote management and etc. It's Google EDLA certified, which means that it comes with access to the Google Play Store. It also comes with this Googly interface where you're able to swipe from the bottom of the screen up to bring up your different apps currently downloaded on the screen, and you're able to swipe from the top of the screen down to get into your notifications menu and etc. Now keep in mind you are able to change the interface to the usual education interface where we have the blue background, two side arrows and a bottom arrow, and you're also able to change it to your enterprise interface as well where we have three kind of big icons on the screen. Now with this Googly interface we get our clock with our date and time. We also get our Google search bar along the middle of the screen, and then we're able to drag and drop different apps on our home screen as well for quick access to them. As mentioned, I do get access to my Clevershare app, so I'm able to tap on that notch along the top of the screen and tap on view the main interface. Now I have to be connected to the same network as my Clevertouch interactive display is connected to for my wireless screen sharing. So as you can see, I'm currently connected to Avio Wi-Fi. So in this instance, I'm going to share my phone screen, which means that I have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi as my Clevertouch display is connected to. After that, I'm going to download the Clevershare app onto my laptop, my phone and etc. In this instance, it's my phone. So I'm able to download it from my Microsoft Store, App Store, Google Play Store and etc. And I'm going to type in the 6-digit code into my phone. So after I type the 6-digit code into my Clevershare app on the phone, I can start screen sharing. So I'm going to tap on start. I'm going to have to accept that permission here on the screen itself. So now I'm able to see my phone screen on the Clevertouch display itself. I'm able to navigate around my phone and share that to my Clevertouch display. Again, I'm able to do this with my computer or my laptop as well. So it does have that multi-device compatibility. Now you can have up to 9 devices shared to the screen at the same time, so it could be useful for different meetings where different colleagues might have multiple projects that they want to put up on the screen. Another great feature of Clevershare is that I'm able to share what's currently happening on the Clevertouch display to my own devices, you can see here. So if we have visually impaired students in class, they're actually able to see what's currently happening on the Clevertouch display on their own device. I also get access to my Lynx whiteboard. So in the Lynx whiteboard, I'm able to make new documents. I'm able to connect my Lynx whiteboard account to my Google Drive or my OneDrive. Then in here we can use any types of pens like our ink pen. We can resize them and we can change the color of them, and we can start annotating on our whiteboard. We also have different pens in here like our highlighter pen, for example. So we're able to change the color of that pen and highlight different things on the screen. We also have access to our laser pen, for example, so we're able to point out different parts of the screen, and after a few seconds our laser pen will disappear. We have access to some recognition tools like our text recognition tool, our shape recognition tool. So as you can see, it will recognize my text and it will recognize my shapes, and it's going to fix them up. Our maths recognition tool, which is going to do our equations for us. We also have access to our different tools like our animated rainbow for primary schools, for example. We also have access to type on the screen with our keyboard. Another great feature is our paintball, where we can color in different parts of the screen, whether it's our background or different lines or letters on the screen as well. We also have an access to this plus icon that's going to allow us to look up different media, and it's all safe search as well. So for example, we can go on Google and we're able to look up different pictures on Google. So for example, let's say we're learning about Greek history, we can drag and drop different pictures from Google on our screen. We can move them around the screen and resize them, and then we can use our highlighter, for example, to highlight different things on our pictures there as well. Another great feature is that access to our YouTube through the Links whiteboard. All the YouTube videos are going to be cleansed of ads before they're shown on the screen, so we can find a video that we like and we can drag and drop it onto our Links whiteboard. A few more useful features inside that plus icon are the content page. So in here, we can drag and drop different backgrounds onto the screen and we can resize them. We can also bring in different tools onto the screen, like our ruler, which we can move around. We can use the blue and the red notch to measure certain lines on the screen with that ruler, and then we can move that ruler around. So again, there's different tools for different subjects, whether it's geography, maths, and etc., that we're able to drag and drop and use on the screen. So as I mentioned previously, we can use this browse option to actually browse our files from our Google Drive or our OneDrive once it's connected to our Links account. So we can drag and drop any sort of files onto the whiteboard. So in this instance, I'm just going to go for a PDF file. We're able to move that file around and we're able to resize it as well. Then we're able to use our pens, or for example our highlighter, to highlight different parts of that file as well. We can flip through different pages of that file too, to navigate around those different pages of our file. Now our Links whiteboard integrates with many types of files, whether it's PowerPoint, PDF, Word, Excel, etc. You're able to select any of those files and bring them into the Links whiteboard. Once we're done using our Links whiteboard, we're able to use our share and print feature here to share our presentations to our students or our colleagues via QR code. We're also able to use the three-line menu to use this Save As feature to save the Links whiteboard onto our Google Drive and etc. We're also able to change the language of our Links whiteboard to Irish, Spanish, French, and many other languages. As mentioned previously, we do get access to our Google Play Store. Inside the Google Play Store, we can find thousands of different educational and interactive apps that we're able to just tap on and then tap on install, and we're able to install them onto our Clevertouch interactive display. Now again, keep in mind our Clevertouch Pro Series 3 does come with multiple touch points, so we can get 2 or 3 students up at the board at the same time using the display at the same time. So I'm going to take you through some of the useful settings that we could find on our Clevertouch Pro Series 3. We've got our wireless network and our wired network settings in here. Under that we have advanced. So here we can change our input and output names for our HDMI and etc. Here we can also change our default home app. It's currently set to Lux Tiramisu, so that's our interface. It's kind of a googly interface. We can change that to Lux for Education, which would be our 2 side arrows and a bottom arrow. And we can also change it to our Lux for Enterprise, which would be more of that enterprise interface then afterwards. Here we have our administrator settings. Under that we have our different connected devices. Under that we have our apps. So this could be very useful, for example, if any of the apps are looking for permission to your files and etc. You might have to go into your apps at some points to make sure you can accept those permissions. Under that we have our notification settings. So here we can change our notifications for different apps and etc. Under that we have our storage. So our Clevertouch Pro Series 3 does come with 128 gigabytes of local storage. Here we have some sound settings as well if we wish to go into them. Under that we have some display settings for our possibly themes and our letter sizing and etc. Here we have our wallpaper settings. Some accessibility settings in here as well. Our security settings where we can set a lock onto our screen, a password onto our screen. Then we have our password and accounts. So here we can add in multiple accounts onto our Clevertouch board. And then at the bottom we have our system settings. So here we can actually do a system update. So we can tap on system update, and then afterwards we can tap on check for any updates to make sure our display is fully up to date when we do receive the display. The Clevertouch Pro Series 3 also comes with this little pencil icon on the side of the screen, which comes with some of our usual features. We have different features like our spanner tool with our timers and our stopwatches. We have different features like our snipping tool where we're able to insert different snips into our whiteboard. We can zoom into the screen, we can freeze the screen, and we can also annotate over any screen with our little pencil icon. From here we can see our active apps where we're able to split screen on the screen as well. It can take us into the whiteboard, into our HDMI tools, and into our home screen as well. So that's essentially like our navigating bar that we have on the side of our screen. So this is what the inside of our Pro Series 3 accessory box looks like. We get our Wi-Fi module that allows us to have that Wi-Fi access on the Clevertouch board. We also get our usual AC cable. Next to that, we get this bag with a few different accessories. Inside the bag, we get 2 stylus pens. The 2 stylus pens are magnetic, so they are attached to our Clevertouch board. We also get a few replacement tips for our stylus pens. In here, we also get our Clevertouch remote with a few batteries for the remote as well. And then lastly, we get the manual or a quick start guide for the Clevertouch interactive display. For more details on this new amazing Clevertouch screen, feel free to reach out to us on 01813 5588 or on sales@avio.ie.